I often wonder if, you know, being a bodybuilder or, these people who train for like at a professional levels, like the pros, the bodybuilders, the people like that do physique shows, like that go to the Olympia. They do like the people that often do this for a living, right? I wonder if they're always in a great deal of pain every day. Like when they're doing their training, their preparation to the Olympia. I wonder if they're in pain every day. I wonder if all the bodybuilders, right, they don't tell us the real, like, what it actually means to be a bodybuilder, like the work you gotta put in. Yes, they say that it's hard, it's excruciating, it's lonely, it's depressing, it's like selfish, but I don't think they really do fill us in like the little details that go or what they have to go through. Because like imagining like I don't know, like Ronnie Coleman for an example. We see he did a lot of hard work. He was the greatest. He is probably one of the strongest, and he will be the strongest, right? For an example, he has never told. Well, he's told how much pain he is in today because of the injuries that he accumulated over the years of his heavy lifting. But he's never told us about his recovery. Yes, he was on steroids. He was on all of that, all of them things that you could list that he had that gave him an advantage. But he's never told us how hard how hard his work was. He just said it was hard, but we don't seem to get a grasp of how hard it is. How hard those guys gotta go through. Even like let's look at runners or like professional athletes or anybody in any sense that is doing something on a professional level. You know, they never really tell us. Yes, they can save a few things, but I bet it's just a tiny little spectacle because it's hard out there, man. I'm just like after Saturday, I was dead. My legs on fire, and I was thinking constantly. I went home, I slept. I got up Sunday, I ate. I didn't want to train. I didn't want to do anything, and my legs were hurting. And then Monday, we gotta do legs again, and you just think like, how no matter how much you eat, no matter how much, I think it's just a way of being. Bodybuilding is just being in pain. Pain has to be your friend. You train your legs, that's hard. You train your chest, you need to train even harder. You train your back, you need to train even harder, right? You do your deadlifts, you do your bench pressing, and then you train your shoulders, and then you go back and you do legs again, you do your hamstrings, and the legs are still hurting. Everything hasn't even recovered. Everything is sore, man. Everything is just painful. But those guys don't complain. They just get on with it. You know what I mean? I know they're doing it for a living, but it's just hard to comprehend. Like, when you say like, I'm into training, and the average gym goer will probably train maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and they probably wouldn't push nowhere near as much as these guys do, or nowhere near their potential. Even I feel like I'm pushing, but I don't think I'm near my potential yet. But I forgot the point I was trying to make. Sorry, I just went blank there. But really, like what I'm saying is, it's just crazy, right? It's just crazy how these guys can push. I just don't understand it, man. I just don't understand the recovery, the eating. It's just mad because I'm just in pain. Pain has to be my friend. Sometimes, I'm telling myself like my legs are hurting. Right, we're going to do legs today. It's just like it's something that is just doesn't make sense. You think like you need to rest, but you pump the legs up. I mean, I did legs today. We went as hard as we could, and I thought we were gonna go take it steady. I didn't even think we were gonna do legs today. I thought I was gonna arrive at the gym, and Amy was like, right, let's just do them tomorrow. But now we did. And we did what we did. It was hard, We started off like, with we did the leg extensions, but we didn't do a drop set. We did a couple of heavy sets towards the end, and then we did the squat machine. That's a hard machine and we did like I think 3-4 sets. I think we ended up having like four. I think I did 5 or 6 reps, and I'm just playing back one of the videos on my phone that I recorded, and I could see like on my set. I locked it in, and Amy was just like, you'll see. I'll play that, and you'll see. And she was like, I think she would. I seen that saying me like, "What you doing? You got more in you." You know what I mean? But I was like, "No, I'm done, man. My legs are on fire." I think the mindset, as much as I had a strong mindset last week, this week, like today, like I was, yeah. I don't know what to say. I was like, yeah, my mindset is there. I did what I could, but these legs weren't giving me the energy, weren't giving me that confidence. There was now everything was just like you do your first rep, even of your warm up set, everything is just like, yay, it's on fire. So yeah, man. So anyway, we did that, and then we did the leg press, the hard leg press, the leg press that we don't really like. But anyway, we just thought we'd mix it up, and then I think I had about 5 plates there. I know, maybe 4.5 plates actually, sorry. And we didn't like it. I felt more lower back on that machine than anything. Amy felt the same. She said I just felt my lower back. But we just grinded through it, right? And then after that, we just did some squats, barbell squats. Now, out of all the weeks, we haven't squatted in ages. And then we decided, and Amy just said we'll do barbell squats. And I didn't go heavy, but it was heavy enough for today. And I think Amy, top set were 95. She just done some straight sets, 60, 80, and then 90. So I did 60, right, for 10. And I thought we're just gonna do, nice and steady, And then she said, I put 2 plates on, and Amy was like, yeah, go in. And just as I was supposed to go in, she goes, yeah, go for 15 reps. I'm like, where's this coming from, right? So I was like, oh no. And then this brought me back, right? This took me way back to like when I did 100 reps with the 100 kilogram barbell squat. 100 no, let me say this right. I did 100 reps unbroken. It took me about 10 minutes. 100 reps with 100 kilograms on my back without putting the weight back. If you search for the video, you will find it on this channel. So I did that, and the reason why I did that was because somebody pissed me off in the gym. To cut the long story short, I was PTing someone, and then somebody came over, and then he said to me, "Don't you think that weight you're using for your client is a bit too heavy for them? Try and lift a lot lighter, or try to give him a bit of a lighter weight." And I was thinking, it's not that heavy. Obviously, yes, you want to get stronger. I'm not going to give you light weights, to get stronger. This is their top set. Let them go for it. That was my thinking and my reasoning. But then obviously this guy was a big guy. When a big guy says something to you, you listen, right? But he was a big guy, and I was like, hang on a minute. You always come in here and lift light weights. I've never seen you really push heavy weights. But you're telling us to go light. It just doesn't make sense, So he just pissed me off, and I didn't say anything to him because he's a big lad, right? You don't get messed up with a big lad. You can't argue with a big lad. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't say anything to him. I just let it go. I just let it slide. But because I was left with my client, and my client didn't really appreciate it, and the more I seen that in my client, the more it wound me up. So every time I trained my client, it just gave me those memories. So I was like, as the week went, I was like, right, I'm gonna show them like these big guys, we little guys can do something. We can also train. We can also push hard. So I was like, I'm gonna do a challenge. The challenge is to do 100 kilograms for 100 reps without pulling the bar back. And boy, did I pay for it. You know what I mean? I made a little video for it, when you do a little announcement, like I'm going to squat 100 reps for 100 kilograms and stuff like that. And I told people in the gym, I was like, yeah, you can come around and see. But nobody turned up except one guy, the same guy that I trained, and the same guy that the big guy told me off for while I was training him. The one who was lifting the heavy weight. So he came, he's like, I want to see this. And I felt really, I don't know, it was an outer, I don't know why I said it, I don't know why but it had to be done, and I'd done it. But when I got to I think I might actually do what you call it, I don't know what you call these videos now, where you review a video, like a takeover through what was going through my mind as I was squatting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. And I did, and I did it. I did it, but I was messed up for days. But then, as Amy, I mean, what I'm trying to connect here, as Amy was saying, do 15 reps, and I was realized like, 15 reps, my legs are in bits. And then part of my head was like, well, you did 100 reps with this, and I was like, yeah, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, I was a bit smaller then. Yes, I was a bit fresh. So he kept playing in my mind. So that's what spurred me on to do them 15 reps. Yeah, and then so I did those 15 reps, and what happened? Then my next set, she put 120. We put another 10 on, so I had 120. So for the 120, right? She said to me, go for 12 reps, and I was like, yeah, it's possible. I did my 12 reps, and I was like, right, I gotta go now. I'm done. And then she's like, yeah, we're gonna do a drop set. I was like, oh no. So yeah, we did a drop set on the squats. Everything I was dreading all day long was at the last. So yeah, I did a drop set, and I think I went down to 80, and I did 8 reps. And then she went down to 60 again, and I did, was it 10 reps or 8 reps? I think it was 8 reps again. Well, my legs were on fire then, and they're just feeling pumped. And like, I can't walk properly. I'm going to work, I can't walk properly. I'm trying to run out the gym because I was running a bit late. I'm like, is this the life? Is this the life of training to your, not to your max, whereby like, you're just in constant pain? Is this what it is? But nobody tells you that. Nobody tells me that. If you know what I mean, they don't tell us that. I remember I've trained hard, but then I've never trained hard where like I'm actually thinking about like, I don't want to train. I want like a week off. It's crazy. It's mad. It's just I don't know if you guys ever think about this. But yeah, everybody's at a different level. People do things, train for different reasons, and I'm just trying to understand, like, to be a professional, to be somebody that's really, really good. Where you gotta go, what kind of mindset you need, what kind of things are you gonna be going through every day? The uncomfortable, is this, the eating all the time, the being full, the walking around with your legs sore. If you sit down for too long, your legs feel like they're seizing up. You know what I mean? All of the kind of stuff. Your back being my back being pumped and being like, I was hoovering now on Sunday morning. I was hoovering and my back is getting a pump. I don't understand, man. You know what I mean? I don't really understand. But anyway, as always, guys, I hope you guys good and you're well. And that's today. So the week is started, right? So tomorrow we'll do chest. And let's see what we'll try and go as hard as we can. But, it's mad, man. It's mad. All right. As always, you take it easy. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Yeah, buddy. We out.